This card effect uses two decks of playing cards, one red-backed and the other blue-backed. At the beginning of the routine, a spectator is invited to assist, and they can come up and shuffle both decks prior to beginning, just to ensure that the cards are fully randomized. Once the spectator has shuffled both decks of cards, they're asked to choose one that they'll use, leaving the other deck for the magician. So in this case, let's imagine that they choose to use the red deck, leaving the blue deck for the magician. It's explained that numbers play an important role in our everyday existence, and that I'd like for them to think of a number that we'll use in just a moment. But it's important that the number that they think of be as random as possible and not influenced in any way by either myself or them. For example, I don't want them to think of their lucky number or their birth date. So in order to come up with a random number, I ask them to cut off a small pack of cards from the top of the deck and to secretly count those cards so that no one but them knows what number they are thinking of. So they cut off a small packet of cards, and they can either count them under the table or behind their back so that nobody knows what number they're thinking of. So I'll play the role of the spectator here since I'm by myself, and I'll openly count these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the spectator is now secretly thinking of the number 14. They're asked, while they're doing that, the magician goes through his deck of cards and explains that he's going to secretly remove a prediction card. So he goes through the pack that was shuffled earlier by the spectator, and he's going to remove one card and one card only. He's going to, let's use this card here. And it's placed isolated face down in the face-up deck, so that it's the only card facing the wrong way in the deck. We'll come back to this deck of cards and that prediction in just a few moments. We're now at the point where the spectator has finished counting these cards secretly behind their back, and they are thinking of a number, in this case 14. They're instructed to bring the cards out from behind their back or under the table and to shuffle them as thoroughly as they want. In fact, they're asked to actually cut the deck into several piles and shuffle each of those piles as much as they want, just so everyone is 100% certain that the magician cannot possibly know the location of any of the cards in their deck of cards. Once they're in agreement, the cards are reassembled, and just to be certain that the magician doesn't know either the top or the bottom card of the deck, just like they do in Las Vegas, those cards are buried, so now everyone is 100% sure that nobody knows where any of the cards are in this thoroughly spectator shuffled deck. The spectator is then asked to name out loud the number that they are secretly thinking of. In this case, it's 14, and they are asked to take the deck and count down to the 14th card. So I'll play their role here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this would be the 14th card. Again, a completely random number. Nobody could possibly know what card would reside or what card the spectator would shuffle to the 14th position. In this case, it is the 6 of clubs. The spectator is reminded that at the onset of the trick, the magician reversed a card in his shuffled blue-back deck, and for the first time that prediction card is revealed, and the pack is spread out to show that the magician predicted the 6 of clubs. That is the predicted card at thought of number. It is a real fooler. It is a completely hands-off prediction The spectator truly does everything, and the magician does absolutely nothing, yet every time can successfully predict what card the spectator will shuffle to a secretly thought of number. Again, the magician doesn't know the number at any point until the spectator says it, and it's completely hands-off. And that is the predicted card at thought of number.